All right, everybody, make sure you take your attendance quiz and take out your notebook, update your table of contents. Today is the 16th, and we're talking parallel lines today. All right, first off, you need to write down the different definition of what parallel lines are. They are two lines that never intersect. Now, the reason why they don't intersect is because they have the same slope. If I was looking at a graph, my two lines, one of them would be like this, the other one would be like this. If one of the lines had a slope of 3/4, then line 2 would have a slope of 3/4, okay? They both are going to be exactly the same. There's no difference between line 1 slope and line 2 slope. Okay, so take a look at below. Are any of these equations parallel to each other? Pause the video and decide which ones are parallel. Okay, so if I take a look here, the slope on this one is -2, and then I look over here, I see another slope of -2 and another slope of -2. So those three equations are parallel to each other. But this one here is a +2. I would have to have another slope of +2 in order to be parallel to it. So that one is not. This one here, well, that's a +3, this is a -3. So neither of them have any parallel equations. All right, what is the slope that is parallel to each of these equations? Well, that means you have to find the slope for each of them. So this one is in slope intercept. My slope is where my x is. So there's my slope there. So my parallel slope is 6. Okay, whenever you see me put these two lines here next to M, that right there, by the way, is the symbol for parallel. Okay, on number 2, this is in standard form. In standard form, I can't identify the slope by just looking at it. So I have to convert this equation to slope intercept by subtracting 5x. When I do that, my equation is y = 14 minus 5x. My parallel slope is then -5. Okay, you pause the video on this one and see if you can get this parallel slope. All right, for this last one, the parallel slope would be 0.5. All right, now, a lot of times what we're going to be doing with these is writing equations, and what they want us to do is have the equation be parallel to a line and go through a specific point, okay? Well, what do we know about parallel? Parallel lines have the same slope. So for this equation, I need to know what my slope is. My slope is 4, so my parallel slope must be 4. Well, they want me to go through this point. Well, if I have a slope and a point, what form am I going to write it in? Point slope form. Okay, my slope is 4. My x1 is +2, so it needs to be -2 here. My y1 is +5, so in my equation it needs to be -5. So y minus 5 equals 4, x minus 2. Well, my answer choices, though, like you guys saw sometimes on the test, they're not in point slope form, so I need to change this equation. Pause the video, see if you can do this without my help. All right, so if I was changing this to slope intercept, I would distribute my 4 to get y minus 5 equals 4x minus 8. I need y alone, so I have to add 5 to both sides. I get y equals 4x, -8 plus 5 is -3. So there's my equation, and that matches answer choice C. Okay, why don't you guys pause the video and see if you can do this one on your own. Okay, let's see if you guys got that right. My equation is y equals negative 5x plus 12. My slope is negative 5. Wants to go through the point, negative 7, 2. So y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. My slope is negative 5. My coordinate is x1, y1. I put positive 7 here. I put negative 2 here. Y minus 2 equals negative 5, x plus 7. Again, I need to distribute my negative 5 this time. So I have y minus 2 equals negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Negative 5 times positive 7 is negative 35. To get y alone, we have to add 2. I get y equals negative 5x minus 33 as my answer, which matches answer choice A. Okay, sometimes you're going to get it from a graph. You're going to have a graph and you're going to have to come up with the equation. So what do you do whenever you're given a graph? Got to find your slope, okay? So find 2 points to get your slope. There are multiple different points, okay? I'm going to do my rise over my run. My rise is plus 1, my run is plus 2, meaning my slope is 1 over 2. So that would mean that's my parallel slope. I need to go through the point, 3, negative 1. Y minus y1 equals m, x minus x1. So y plus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 3. All right. Same thing, everybody. Now I'm just going from a table, and what is it asking? What is the slope of the line that's parallel to a line that contains the coordinates in the table? By the way, this is an even easier problem because all it's asking is what is the parallel slope? So in other words, I just need to find the slope of this table, and that's my answer. So from this table, 8 to get to 20 is plus 12. 1 to get to 5 is plus 4. I do my rise over my run, so I get 3 as my parallel slope. Okay? All right, guys, that's it for today. Go ahead and go work on today's check for understanding. You got 2 questions. Question 1 is saying line A contains 2 points. Line B is parallel to line A. What is the slope of line B? This one you do have to type in the answer to get to put the answer in, so make sure you type that in. Question 2 asks you to write an equation that's parallel to this equation given and goes through that point. So use that equation and point and identify which answer choice is correct. This one does have answer choices, so pick whichever answer choice you feel is correct. Once you're done, that's it for today. Have a good rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you guys on Monday.